Final Class 2A girls in the state championships, and of course our score, Bloomington Central Catholic 29 and Bishop McNamara 18. That's the good news for Central Catholic. The bad news is, well, what the boys are doing tonight. If you're just getting home from that regional, in the 2A regional final, it didn't go well for Central Catholic. The Saints fell to El Paso Gridley by a score of 71-51. So the girls' season will be a little bit longer than the boys' season. And there are some other scores I could tell you all about. Let me get my phone up here. In Class 1A, Parker goes ahead and wins. Seton wins, and DuQuoin, Rockford Christian. You get the idea. You can get all the scores on your phone or on your computer. Just go to IHSA.org and check out the Score Zone. It's being updated all the time, including right here to get those updated stats if you want to follow along in this game. Again, our score at halftime, 29-18, Central Catholic. Just one half away from staying undefeated and playing for a second straight state championship. Stay with us on the IHSA Television Network.
Financial security.
My idea of financial security? Enough for an early retirement.
No matter where you're starting from, Country Financial can help you achieve it.
Helping my grandkids with college.
Protection for my...
Hey, howdy partner to my partners in crime, Dave and Patricia. Back over to you.
We're going to highlights, but you can put that one down. That could be a highlight. Nice look for you, Matt. Let's take a look at this first half highlights on the floor. First of all, for Bloomington Central Catholic, they got things started early. Lindsay Stopa, one of the first possessions of this game. And then there's Allie Norton. How about Norton? She just comes off of winning the Class 2A three-point contest. She knocks it down. But here's Belinda Skofsma, and what a story Skofsma was in the first half, specifically the second quarter.
Well, playing with 3 fouls for most of the first half, still scored 8 points, did a nice job defensively, played real smart, keeping herself out of further foul trouble.
But there's Emily Beoletto. Her 3-ball there to end the first half gives a double-digit lead. You look for Bishop McNamara. They really, even though they're down by double digits, they've turned the ball over 10 times. That's really a plus for them.
Well, that sounds like a lot, but you have to remember they turned the ball over 29 times against Bloomington Central Catholic in this game last year. I really feel like they're doing a pretty good job of keeping their poise and handling the ball well.
We'll get set for half number 2. One of these two teams will be playing for the state championship against Quincy Notre Dame tomorrow night. Second half coming up, 29-18, 11-point advantage for the Saints.
This is the day we've trained for.
So happy you've joined us here from Redbird Arena for a full day of basketball. We'll do it all over again tomorrow. Our 1A consolation game followed by the 1A championship game in the afternoon. Same way we do it at night with Class 2A. We appreciate you being with us, whether it be by way of IHSA television, by IHSA.tv, and tomorrow we'll add another one. Your championship games can be found on ESPN3.com. And Melissa LaRue will get things started very quickly here for the Fighting Irish in the third quarter. And Patricia, we talked about the 10 turnovers, okay? Yep. For McNamara, that's pretty good news. The bad news, though?
11 points off of turnovers for Bloomington Central Catholic. You know, they just smell blood. Once that turnover happens, it's like a race to see who can make Bishop McNamara pay. They're filling the lanes. They're running down the floor. Boom, right away.
Good penetration from Beoletto. It will earn her 2 free throws. Well, that's one thing Debbie Kaufman will work on, is how to attack Jeff Bennett's 1-3-1 zone pressure. And they've done a nice job, McNamara has, in terms of being able to contain a team that averages up over 70 points a game.
Definitely making Bloomington Central Catholic work for each and every basket, each and every look at the basket.
Beoletto, a 2-year starter, the best defensive player on this club. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall and is, they like to say, she's long. And that's why she's in the point of this press. Coglanese and Kidwell playing catch in the backcourt.
Oh, nice pass.
Oh, that was sweet. You talk about patience.
Yep. Filling the lanes and moving without the basketball. Belinda Skofsma, a nice job filling an open lane, getting her hands up, saying, hey, I'm ready for the basketball.
Tatum found her. That's one thing that Fighting Irish do so well, is they see each other in the post so well. Skofsma will force the turnover. LaRue to Tatum, both ball movement again, and then the finish is not there. Instead, here comes Norton and finds Reinhart. And how quickly it turns. The missed shot on one end comes back the other way in a hurry. College floor or not.
Yeah. Bloomington Central Catholic gets up and down the floor so quickly.
Reinhart with the 11 points. Scoffsma has 10. Collision with Reinhart and Scoffsma. That one against number 31. Let's take a look back at the pressure broken by McNamara. Erica Tatum's pass right here.
Quickly identifies Scoffsma streaking down the lane there for a wide open bucket. Erica Tatum and Belinda Scoffsma work very well together. Both very good passing interior players. Scoffsma averaging almost 3 assists per game.
You know, and that little sequence you just saw in the comments you just made, that truly is a reflection of an all-senior starting lineup. You talk to Jeff Bennett, you know, you ask him, well, you know, what's really kind of different about this team? And he says, nothing. We run the same system. We just have run it more often now.
Yep.
Big bucket there by LaRue.
Also a sign of an unselfish team, Dave. The fact that they're able to work it around so well to each other and won't stop until they get the best shot. It doesn't matter who gets it as long as it's the best shot.
Second three-pointer of the night for LaRue, the only three-point shooting threat for McNamara, and she's cut it to an 8-point deficit, 33-25.
Substitute number 22, Emily.
Now Emily Olszewski will come back into the game, and she'll replace Tatum. They like to give Tatum a little bit of a breather. Comes here in about the midway portion of the third quarter. Norton off the hands, looking inside of Molly McGraw. Allie Norton just one three-pointer tonight. She comes in averaging 15.1 a game. She has nearly every single offensive record in the Bloomington Central Catholic record book.
That turnover came with some good pressure defense by Bishop Mack on the perimeter. Forced a bad pass. Bishop McNamara can play tough defense of its own.
Poked away nicely by Reinhart. Here she comes to Beoletto. And here come two more free throws. One thing the players want to do at Central Catholic is they want to press. Sometimes you can't get teams convinced of that, but just like this, you convince that, you know what, you're going to get your offense. It's going to come off the press.
Yep. And they've been working on this since their freshman year. By now, they've bought into the system. They're really good at it.
Well, you say they're good at it. Some teams are good at things, and they'll just kind of push it off in a practice plan down the line. Every night, 45 minutes of practice on this press.
Well, and we were talking to Debbie Kaufman, and she doesn't take her press off until she's up by at least 20. So they're many times pressing for the entire game. No wonder they're good at it. They get a lot of reps in.
Now, granted, there have been a lot of games where it's been more than 20-point victories.
That's true.
10-point lead here with 5:10 to play in the third quarter, 35-25. Central Catholic averaging 71.5 points per game. Last year was a 67-40 win over McNamara in the semifinal game. Fighting Irish eventually fell to Nashville in the third place game last year. They were looking for Scoffsma. There she is. Bodies flying. Whistle blows. Scoffsma will go to the line. Picked up her third foul about 4 minutes into this game, and she still has just 3 fouls. The foul goes against Maggie Hayes.
I like the fact that Belinda Scoffsma hasn't changed her offensive game because of her foul situation. She's still going hard to the basket. You know, she could sit there and say, oh, I don't want to risk getting a charge. But her team needs her to be offensive-minded, aggressive going to the basket. That's her game. That's what she needs to stick with. But, you know, you talk about that 27-point victory that Bloomington Central Catholic got in this game last year against Bishop McNamara. They're hungry. They want a piece of this Bloomington Central Catholic team. And I think that's why we're seeing a much better effort out of Bishop McNamara this year.
They're right in it, 35-27. We'll take a break. This is the 2A semifinals on the IHSA TV network. noon, you can get back into Class 1A, the consolation ball game starting at noon, and then following that, your state title game, your championship game will match West Central Co-op against River Ridge Scales Mound Co-op. They were both winners today. It was West Central 48-33 over Shiloh, and Ridgeview fell to River Ridge 58-48. First game tonight, Quincy Notre Dame, a hard-fought, very hard-fought win, a 34-25 win for the Lady Raiders, who trailed 8-0 in the first quarter against Nashville. They'll be playing for the state championship once again. And right now it's Bloomington Central Catholic, a leg up on the Fighting Irish from Kankakee Bishop McNamara. Tatum back in the game, and she will force a held ball. Possession will stay with the Saints. Jeff Bennett quickly will rush in one of his point guards, Sarah Kidwell, replacing Olcheski. Kidwell, 5'6" senior, doesn't score much. Good free throw shooter. She runs the show. Norton wanted a pick. Reinhart free throw jumper. And Belinda Skopsma had a tilt of her head that would indicate this could go against her. And instead, it's number 23, not 33, so everybody in Kankakee can breathe a sigh of relief. That was Tatum that picks up the foul. Look out for this, though. Reinhardt takes it right to Skopsma. But the rebound comes into the hands of the 6'1" senior. Usually by now, the Saints from Central Catholic have been off and running, but it hasn't really happened here tonight. 35-27, the closest game this year for Central Catholic was a 1-point win. That was back on December 9th over Class 3A power Peoria Richwoods. Their next closest came in the first game of the sectional. They defeated St. Teresa out of Decatur 53-41. Otherwise, blowout city. Nice pass out of there by Coglanese. LaRue, she can hit it. Board to Coglanese. Kidwell. Another chance.
Wow.
And finally it goes down for Scotsman.
How impressive is that for Bishop McNamara getting those offensive rebounds? They're very undersized right now. They've got Scotsman 6'1", but they've got 5'6", 5'6", 5'8" on the floor. That's just heart and desire going after the rebounds like that when you're that undersized.
We have a 6-point game here with 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Melinda Scotsman has been playing with 3 fouls most of the night. Watch number 33 battle in there.
She just pulls that ball right away, showing her strength and determination. She wanted that basket. She was going to get it.
When we look back, Norton's going to drive, goes left hand and glass. Nice play by the 5'6" senior.
How about Allie Norton? Her dad, she comes from a coaching family. Her dad, Randy, used to be a coach at Illinois State, and now he's at Missouri. When the head coach there, Robin Pinkton, got the job at Missouri, he moved out there. Her brother moved to Missouri, but she stayed here. She wanted to finish out her career at Bloomington Central Catholic, wanted to be a part of this basketball team, so the family is kind of divided. You know, mom is in one place, dad's in another. It's all in the name of basketball.
Indeed, yeah. And talking to Allie yesterday, she says it's been tough. And you know what? It was funny. She looked and she said, you know, he may not make it if we get to the championship game. He may not be able to make it because Missouri has a game tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
Yep.
And I asked how long of a drive is Columbia, Missouri? Oh, about 4 hours. So she's hoping for a third-place triple overtime game to give her dad a chance to get back here.
Exactly.
Of course, last year Allie played with her sister Carly Norton, a big thrill. But, you know, Allie will tell you, she said, you know, that's fine. I like playing with my sister, but I really like this group of seniors I'm playing with. Been playing with them since 5th grade.
Yeah, and Debbie Kaufman said, You know, I feel bad for her that her family is all over the place, and that's tough circumstances, but I'm so glad that she decided to come back to Bloomington Central Catholic.
Two-time All-Stater. At the line is Melissa LaRue. What a nice ball game she's having in the scoring column with 11 points tonight. Keeping her team tight. Free throw here keeps that deficit at 6.
Real good shooter, Melissa LaRue is. The top 3-point shooter on this Bishop McNamara team. She's really stroking it nice tonight.
Lindsay Stopa at the top. Central showing some patience here with about 2 minutes playing the third quarter. Tough
How
shot
about that defense by Erica Tatum.
Danielle Davis with the wild shot. Tatum with a big smile on her face. That one had danger written all over it when you take a look at the 5'6" Nicole Coglanese and a 5'10" Lindsay Stopa along the sideline. Again, a lot of seniors on this floor. 9 seniors started this game. Tatum one-on-one, a little out of control. But she'll get a chance here. They're going to say that she was not going up with the shot.
It's the same thing as before with Erica Tatum. I like her mind there of going to the basket, being aggressive, trying to make things happen here. You've got to get yourself back into the ball game. This is not a place to hesitate.
2 minutes to play, third quarter, 37-31. Central Catholic on a 41-game winning streak, and Tatum's going to get 2 free throws. And all of a sudden, you just feel a little something happening here in Redbird Arena.
Central foul on 32, Danielle Davis, her second personal.
Davis picks up her second personal. That's the 17th foul now against Central Catholic. McNamara, a 68% free throw shooting team. It's 37-32. Remember, it was an 11-point game at the half, and that was thanks to Beoletto's 3. Take away that 3 at the bank at the buzzer.
Another key factor for McNamara, 10 turnovers at halftime, 11 right now. So they've been very careful with the basketball.
37-33, that's as close as we've been for a while. Jeff Bennett tells his defense, get down low. Coglanese, the pick, the drive, the score. And it is a 2-point game, and Central Catholic needs a timeout.
Great anticipation by Nicole Coglanese on that play. Overplaying the passing lane, being real aggressive, and then doing a nice job of finishing on the other end. These are the kind of plays, Dave, that can change games, change the momentum of games. The crowd is into it now. Bishop McNamara feeling good about themselves.
Well, don't you think when they were down by 11, they knocked it down underneath double digits. They just kind of crept a little closer. That these seniors just had this feeling like, you know what, we've been here, we've played the great competition all year, that this is something we can do.
You didn't really see that panic, even being down by double digits. And that's key. That goes back to experience, that senior, veteran leadership. And I think it's really helped. I mean, you know, Jeff Bennett took a huge gamble keeping Belinda Scotsman in this game with the fouls, but I think it's really helped having her presence on the floor. It's been a good gamble for him.
You mentioned the panic or the lack thereof. We talk about the schedule. McNamara plays in the East Suburban Catholic Conference, arguably the best girls basketball conference in the state, filled with 4A schools, several of which still alive, we're still alive in the sectional playoffs. But he said, you know, we've been behind before against good competition, and we don't panic. And they believe right now. Now let's see what the Saints do here in the final 94 seconds of the third quarter.
Yeah, you talk about that preparation. You know, Bishop Mack, you look at their record, 22-8, but their losses have come to some tough teams. Fenwick, Bennett,
Marist, Marian Catholic, everybody in their conference,
Yeah, they're playing tough teams night in and night out.
Norton wanted the ball. She wants to score. And she'll try to do it from 15 feet away. Well, you just knew that either Norton or Reinhart were going to touch that ball down at this end of the floor, and you get a good look right into the eyes of the senior Central Catholic.
Fourth team foul. Allie Norton with the line for Central Catholic, shooting 2.
Norton from the free throw line, an 80% free throw shooter. She now has 84 three-pointers on the season.
She's a scorer, 27 points against this team, or against Notre Dame actually last year in the championship game.
She has 6 tonight. And the lead is up to 3. Now they have Skosma here on the back end. Hoglanese and Kidwell. LaRue. Loose ball to Skosma. We're under a minute to play in the third.
Oh, great pass.
Getting a hand on the ball with Stopa. Here's Norton the other way. And boy, do they attack. It was a great offensive series. You said, Patricia, a great pass. The block and the other end, all of a sudden we're shooting a couple of free throws.
Yeah, I mean, look at how quickly Bloomington Central Catholic gets out of the gates, attacking the basket. So opportunistic, this team. They just don't turn off.
Got a good look there at Allie Norton of leading that break at a good pace. She was not out of control. She felt Davis trailing on her right side, let her pass her up, and there it was. Reinhart to get a breather here. 43 seconds to go, along with Norton here in the third quarter. Danielle Davis, first couple of points tonight. 40-35. Nice play in the back court by Caroline Holt. The 2 leading scorers on the season are on the bench here in the final moments of this third quarter. Stopa with it. Now with 10 seconds to play. With 3 and 2. And it will be a 5-point game that we will take into the fourth quarter. An 11-point halftime deficit cut to 5. We go to the fourth. The winner to play for the state title is Bloomington Central Catholic 40. Kankakee Bishop McNamara 35.
From the gridiron to the hardwood, on the links or on the track, on the diamond or on the ice, go to prepfilms.com. It's easy. You can order your DVD online. At prepfilms.com, you make the memories. We'll make them last forever.
Oh, wait, really? A sandwich to a restaurant again? Seriously?
Yeah, I need to save money somehow.
Unreal. What?
The things people do to save money these days, when they could just call State Farm. You see, State Farm insures 40 million drivers. That's more than Geico and Progressive combined. So talk to the people you trust.
Then call State Farm agent Roger Fegley at 309-693-0512.
And see how you could get discounts up to 40%.
And welcome back to Redbird Arena as we get set for the fourth quarter. 40-35, Bloomington Central Catholic in front. You know, it was a blowout last year. It was on its way to being a blowout this year, but the McNamara kids in themselves. The fact that you start 5 seniors makes a big difference, but hold on, Central Catholic not worried about losing a lead the way they did, and that's what happens when you have a 41 winning streak heading into this, guys.
Well, absolutely. You know, we made a big deal about the 5 seniors that start for Bishop McNamara, but Bloomington Central Catholic has 4 seniors in its starting lineup as well. And, you know, they're coming back from winning a state title, having won 41 straight games. They've got some composure, too.
This is a senior group. As we said earlier, they won 116 games out of their 122 they have played. They've won the last 3 intercity titles here in the Bloomington-Normal area, the last 3 State Farm Classic titles, the last 3 Corn Belt Conference titles, and in each of those categories they finished second in their freshman year. So yeah, this is a team that has been together and knows what it takes.
And you talk about a team, Bloomington Central Catholic, that has lived with the pressure from the moment they won last year, been ranked #1 in the state all season long. That's a heavy burden to carry, and you're going to gain some composure after a while.
Skosma picks up her 4th foul. Tatum will try to make up for it on the other end. Can't do it. So Belinda Skosma playing now with 4 fouls. She picked up 3 fouls early in the first quarter and has played the rest of the way.
It was bound to come sooner or later, having 3 fouls early. You knew she was going to pick up that 4th, but she's done a nice job of controlling herself so far. I don't think Coach Jeff Bennett's going to take her out of the game at all.
They get it to LaRue. And a good look there. Jeff Bennett slaps his hands together like he knew that one was going down. And then no.
The important thing is that Bishop Mack is giving themselves opportunities. You see them fighting for those offensive rebounds down there at the other end. We just need to hit shots now.
2 straight turnovers by the Saints. Tatum followed by Norton. For Allie Norton, a personal foul coming with 6:43 to play here in the game. That is her 4th foul. So you have Skosma with 4 and Norton with 4. And you think about that, and those 2 players handle the ball the most of these 2 respective teams. Tatum at the line. She's made her last 3 from there. 8 points for the 5'10 senior. There's Allie Norton. We're back to a 3-point game.
2 huge free throws by Erica Tatum.
40-37. A 41-game winning streak, a perfect season here at 31-0 on the line for Central Catholic. Beoletto to Norton. Davis steps in. Nice shot. Danielle Davis, little ball fake. The 5'10 sophomore knocks it down. Her first field goal of the night. The lead goes back to 5. Deep in the corner, LaRue. Again, this is not a team that will shoot a lot of 3-pointers.
LaRue does.
LaRue's not afraid to put it up.
No.
And Beoletto is very much aware of that, as you can see her jumping out on number 13 for the Fighting Irish.
But pretty much no one else shoots 3-pointers at all.
Tatum uses her body. And a loose ball goes to Central Catholic. Here come the Raiders, or the Saints rather. Look at Skosma.
What hustle getting down the floor on that play.
6'1" senior running the floor. Volleyball, basketball, and softball for that young lady. Started right here on this floor as a freshman. That foul will go against McNamara, and for the Fighting Irish, that will be their 7th team foul.
Surprisingly quick shot for Bloomington Central Catholic. They've been doing a pretty good job of working the ball around and being patient in the half-court set. You know, they like to run and push, but the hallmark of a good team is that you can win in different ways. You can score points in different ways. And for the most part, they've done a nice job of breaking down Bishop McNamara's half-court defense with a patient offense, getting good shots. Shooting 50% from the field is Bloomington Central Catholic.
You know, and I think that's the impressive part, Patricia, because here's a team that averages 71 points a game. A lot of teams get very anxious when they're not scoring at that pace.
Well, that's what I just said. You've got to be able to win in different ways. If you're 31-0, you've probably won in a variety of ways. Now, usually it's with the press and the fast break points, but you're versatile. You can adjust on the fly.
Central scored the last 4 points of this game to stretch it out to a 44-37 lead. We're underneath 5 minutes to play. Olszewski, Skopsma. Good hands that time by Holt to disrupt this play. And Jeff Bennett wants a timeout. Good call by Bennett. Now he had a TV timeout coming up, but he doesn't even think about that right now. Get the timeout, keep possession of the ball. That's more important right now. 4:41 to play in this one, and it's a 7-point lead for your defending state champs. Hey, it's time for the IHSA Did You Know? Well, did you know that Harrison Ford was a sportscaster for Maine East student radio station WMTH before he went on to play iconic characters like Han Solo and Indiana Jones? I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. That's fascinating.
But do you know that that was brought to you by Realtor.com? Find your next home on Realtor.com, the most comprehensive source for real estate listening.
I bet he'd trade his Hollywood gigs for being a sportscaster again, right?
Certainly is.
I'm kidding. I hope you noted the sarcasm in my voice.
I did, but I was thinking if you wouldn't mind trading with me for a moment, as much as I enjoy sitting next to you here tonight, Patricia, I would trade with Harrison Ford. That's an excellent one. I like that.
That is
I'm
good.
a big fan of our Did You Knows here, and of course that's brought to you by Realtor.com, a comprehensive source for your real estate listings. Well, Jeff Bennett needed that timeout, and here's the interesting thing in the state tournament for those of you folks that aren't aware. Jeff Bennett certainly would, because he's been here the last 8 years. He's been here 6 times. Is normally high school teams will get their 4 timeouts, but here in the state finals, since there's media timeouts underneath 5 minutes of every quarter, you're limited to 3 of your own timeouts during the game. So you better use them wisely, and he used one right there.
Well, that was a wise timeout.
Yes, it was.
You said. I mean, Bishop McNamara needs possessions right now. They need to score, and to have a tie-up, you know, they don't want that.
You're almost getting in this must-score possession time right now. Remember last year these teams played, it was a 27-point win for Central Catholic in the semifinals. LaRue will go to the line. Clock stops, 4:25 to play. We talked about the balanced scoring at halftime with 8 different players scoring for Central Catholic. That is still the case for McNamara. They have all but 2 of their points coming from 3 players. Melissa LaRue, Erica Tatum, and Belinda Skosma. Only Nicole Coglanese has scored outside of those 3. Now, Allie Norton back in the game. Remember, she's playing. There she is with 4 fouls. LaRue will get a 1-and-1. She missed her first 2 free throws tonight, knocked down her second 2. She'll get another one here. 13 points for LaRue, 1 point behind team and game scoring leader Belinda Skopsma. She hit a couple of big free throws for McNamara moments ago and just barely draws iron on that one.
McNamara is now in the double bonus.
Beoletto a spin and too much. Almost got away with that.
Yeah.
Now Norton will have a seat. Playing with a 6-point lead, they keep Allie Norton on the bench, so it's situational substitution from a foul perspective here for Norton. Tatum.
Oh, what a move. Did you see that? You just totally out-negotiated the entire Bloomington Central Catholic defense, just right around them.
Erica Tatum with 11 points, more importantly for her team, has pulled the Fighting Irish within 4. Nice catch from Reinhart.
Jess Reinhart.
That was not an easy catch in traffic. And every time McNamara tightens it up, the defending champs just inch out just a bit. You're talking about 2 teams here tonight playing with such poise. LaRue to Tatum. Boy, she is so strong inside.
Yes.
Erica Tatum has made it happen tonight. Here's a beauty.
No, just maneuvering that baseline so well. Great dribbling by the big girl. Finishing strong.
Talk about a big girl on the other end. That's Jess Reinhart. Nicely done.
That was a tough shot right in between two defenders.
Number 12, Allie Norton enters the game for Central Catholic.
Here's Norton back in again. Try to protect her on the defensive end. Substitute her so she's on the floor offensively. Tatum with 13 points, 46-42. We have 3 minutes and 20 seconds to play in your Class 2A semifinal.
Two great basketball games here today, really. Both semifinals have been such good games.
We have taken it down. Quincy Notre Dame, and a nice pass inside from Norton to Reinhart. Quincy Notre Dame got here by virtue of a win over Nashville. And they're looking to Bloomington Central Catholic for a possible opponent, a rematch in a title game. We still have 3 minutes to play. Great anticipation. Reinhart ahead to Norton. She finds Beoletto. And a big miss there by Emily Beoletto.
Don't see that often. Usually Bloomington Central Catholic capitalizing on the errors, capitalizing on those fast break opportunities.
Coglin near half court. She has to bring it across. Ooh, nearly a travel there. LaRue Motors does not find the right spot of the glass. She's going to get another chance. Big possession, huge possession here for
pass.
McNamara. And they find Skopsma.
Quick, crisp passing, set that up. Great job by LaRue on the entire sequence. I thought that was a great shot going to the basket. It just didn't fall. She gets the offensive rebound. She threads the needle with the assist. She's having a great game. 13 points for Melissa LaRue, 3 assists.
And we have a minute 45 to play. Bloomington Central Catholic has answered every time McNamara has pulled close. Norton, baseline on Coglin. Somebody got a hand on that ball, and it will be Fighting Irish basketball. They look ahead. LaRue, dangerous.
Wow, some dangerous
Skopsma,
passing.
Tatum. We have a minute 15 to play.
They need to move it. They can't afford to be too patient.
And Allie Norton on the reach-in just fouled out with 1:08 to play. And 2 free throws will come to McNamara.
She wants to take that one back. That's not a foul that you want to make way out there from well beyond three-point range, reaching in. When you've got 4 fouls and you're one of the key players on your team, you've got to keep yourself in check. So anxious to go after the ball and make things happen. You got to play smart basketball too.
Sarah Kidwell will get 2 free throws. She's made 15 out of the 17 she has attempted this year. The lead is down to 3. You got a glimpse at Norton on the bench. She is a very unhappy lady right now. She needs her teammates. Kidwell, again, a 2-point game with 1:08 left.
Ice water through the veins. Tough free throws for Sarah Kidwell.
Now Jess Reinhart with it. Skopsma steps in front. And the Bloomington Central Catholic fans are looking for a whistle on number 33. They'll have the ball. Timeout called. Catch your breath, we will. 58 seconds left. McNamara trailing Central Catholic by 2. Jeff Bennett working on his bench. On the other side, Debbie Kaufman. Her team has won every game this year. Their closest win was 1 point. The next closest was 12. You don't get a chance to practice being in close games too often.
Well, we've talked about how poised this team is. A bunch of seniors, 4 seniors in the starting lineup, undefeated, defending state champions. But when you don't have practice in those tight game situations, when the game is on the line, when every possession counts, that could be a detriment too. Maybe Bloomington Central Catholic has been winning too easily. We'll see how they finish out here in the last 47 seconds.
They have their All-State point guard on the bench. Tatum is in the area, and she'll get called for the foul. Lindsay Stopa will head to the free throw line.
Huge free throws. Lindsay Stopa, 54% from the line. These are not going to be easy ones for her.
A 1-and-1 with 41 seconds left. Tatum.
Backs out by Tatum.
And now a chance for the tie on this possession. We're down to 30 seconds. Kidwell in traffic, and 2 free throws are going to be coming up.
Erica Tatum's done a nice job at the line tonight. 73% on the season. Look at her using her body, create contact, get in good position.
It was Emily Beoletto. Here's the first free throw. The next one would tie it.
Erica Tatum, 7 of 10 at the line right now.
She's on a streak of 8 in a row. Make it 9 and we're tied. A foul is called on Coglinese near half court with 18 seconds left. And to the line will go a freshman, Caroline Holt.
It's a tough situation. You're so excited. You're so pumped up. You want to make something else happen. You want to get a lead. Just a little bit too aggressive on defense there by Nicole Coglinese.
Holt, only a 37% free throw shooter, 7 of 19. Oh, that is ice from the freshman.
Bonus free throw for Caroline Holt.
Say that again, freshman.
Central Catholic by 1 and by 2. With 15 seconds to play, Jeff Bennett wants a timeout. He'll get it. The clock shows 12.9. Quick break, back with a final after this.
And so, after due deliberation and much hard work on the part of both agencies, we've decided to award the contract to Abercrombie and Tietweiler.
What? You gotta be kidding me!
Coming out of the break here, look for 2 schools of thought here, Dave. You have the chance to go for the tie or for the win. With Melissa LaRue out on the floor, there is a chance to set up some sort of play for her to make a baseline cut and hit her on the wing.
Patricia?
But I think the Bishop Mac is going to go inside. Erica Tatum, Belinda Scotsman have been hot. You punch it inside and try to draw a foul.
Final 13 seconds. They were looking for LaRue, but Beoletto with that length takes 0.8 of a second off the clock.
Don't forget, LaRue's a good passer, though, too. She's got 3 assists tonight. She does a good job looking for her teammates.
McNamara down by 2. There's Tatum. Reinhart got ball, but she must have gotten some body as well. And Tatum will go to the line with 8 seconds left.
9 for 12 at the line tonight for Erica Tatum. She's feeling good, taking the ball hard to the basket, drawing that contact. She knows what's on the line. She's been shooting well here at the line.
9 in a row, can't get number 10. Timeout, Central Catholic. Now you go back into the McNamara huddle, and it's that age-old question. Do you miss the second one on purpose?
Try to get an offensive rebound.
I'm asking you, Coach.
There.
Maybe this is where we need to get Matt back into that McNamara huddle.
Yeah.
This is a tough call because it's with 8 seconds left.
RF sticks open if you want to talk. Matt can answer.
All right, Matt.
Well, what I just kind of saw Jeff talking to his coaching staff, he basically mouthed, if I'm reading lips correctly, make the free throw and try and foul. That's the only way. And so we'll see if that philosophy holds true here. You got a point here as far as trying to miss it and go for the rebound with that size out there.
Okay, and you have 8 seconds left, so you have the time. If you make it 2 foul, it's a 3-point, or make it a 1-point game. The worst that could happen on the free throws is a 3-point game, and you chuck one up.
And then you've got to go with Melissa LaRue, who's been having a good game. She's pretty much hit it, all the three-pointers that this team has taken this season, all but one. 33 three-pointers on the season heading into this game for Melissa LaRue. She can hit it. She's feeling good. Give it to her.
Now McNamara's not really going to, if they do choose to go the foul route, they will really not have the flexibility of picking a foul shooter.
No. It's got to be quick. Right away.
50-48, 8 seconds left. 1 free throw remains for that young lady right there, Erica Tatum. There's your make.
There you go, immediately.
There's your foul.
Good. Yep.
And they get Stopa, and that's a pretty good choice. They didn't have one, but it's a good choice. 58% free throw shooter. Stopa was the one who missed the front end of a 1-and-1 moments ago.
Now this is fundamental basic basketball. Boxing out on the free throw. Bishop Mac has got to come up, if it's a miss, with the rebound.
She's going to get 2. That is the 10th team foul. Stopa got the 1. .8 to go. A 2-point Central lead. They'll have to hurry. Ahead to Skopsma with 3, with 2. Tatum wants the ball. They're not going to get a shot off. And Central Catholic will play tomorrow night, looking for their 2nd straight title in succession.
Central Catholic advances to tomorrow's 2A championship game. Tip-off tomorrow night.
What a game. What a way to hang on for Bloomington Central Catholic, showing the poise of a defending state champion. But you've got to tip your hat to Bishop McNamara, losing by 27 points in this game to Bloomington Central Catholic last year. Really showed a lot of fight. Started the game with a ton of turnovers, held that in check. And boy, just couldn't get the shot off. Belinda Skopsma wasn't sure where to go with it, and Bloomington Central Catholic will be playing for their 2nd state title tomorrow night.
The irony there was Skopsma, one of the great post passers. She was at the top of the key, and she was looking for Tatum. Well, let's go right now to one person who is very happy. The other is Matt Rodewald.
All right, thanks, guys. Coach, relief right now?
Big relief. Allie Norton, her buddies on the team, so really nice now that Caroline picked that up for us.
7 of 19 in that before she went in and knocked those 2 free throws down.
Just what's going that way? That, you know, it's hard. And they
42 in a row now. What is this? Where do you put that in the pedestal of where your team is, where this program is?
We had a team tonight before we went for touch, and then they put.
That mic's crapping out.
And very proud of them.
Good luck tomorrow night, all right, guys.
Thank you very much, Matt. And what a thrilling game we had here. I mean, it doesn't get any better when you come down to the very last possession of the game.
Absolutely. In the state finals, I mean, you can't ask for anything more than that. So exciting. Bloomington Central Catholic, their closest win all season was 1 point before this. So they showed some moxie, some confidence, some mental fortitude in pulling out this victory.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Both these teams showed everything they're made of, senior-dominated teams. for Bishop McNamara. Last year they come down here, they really get taken apart 67-40. Jeff Bennett was not happy about how his team played. All he wanted coming down here was let's play great, and they did.
I was so impressed with them. They played their hearts out. They were aggressive defensively. They were going to the basket strong, really trying to make things happen, pushing this Bloomington Central Catholic team undefeated 31-0 to the brink. You've got to hand it to them.
And now it's 32-0. And the opponent for Bloomington Central Catholic tomorrow night in our 2A championship game, Quincy Notre Dame, a 30-1 record. Those were the two teams that played for the state title last year. Bloomington Central Catholic, a 6-point winner. What will happen tomorrow night? Well, you'll come right back here for that. You'll get us on IHSA TV. You'll get us on IHSA.tv and on ESPN3.com. Remember, championships all over the place tomorrow. 4 games of basketball. 1A starts at noon. We crown a 1A champion mid-afternoon. We'll be right back here at Redbird Arena tomorrow night. For Matt Rodewald and my partner, Patricia Babcock-McGraw, I'm Dave Bernhardt. It really doesn't get any better than this. Your final in 2A semifinals, Central Catholic 51, Bishop McNamara 49. Until tomorrow, everybody, have a great day.